esports and then end with the BlizzCon. I think there's a lot of stuff to cover there.
And another one.
Another one. Hey guys, welcome to the Console Xplosion podcast. We've got some rambunctious people here, but you should be able to recognize them. We got a lot to talk about today. We got Overwatch stuff. We got Blizzard in general, BlizzCon. We've got Nintendo stuff to go over, and then we also have a few other things. But we're going to start with Nintendo. Talk about a little bit YouTube-y type stuff. I don't know what Jared's doing there. He's doing something. But yeah, Mario Odyssey, I believe, came out, was it last Tuesday?
I think last Friday.
Nintendo does Fridays. Right. Yes. So that game came out. I know apparently a lot of people forgot that Nintendo does not like people who aren't part of their little program for like streaming videos, and so a lot of people are getting demonetized for doing that without being part of their team, and people are upset with it. Personally, I think what Nintendo is doing is kind of crappy. Oh my goodness, what is going on?
Well, haven't they been doing this for quite some time now?
Oh, no, they've been doing it for a long time, so it shouldn't come as a surprise.
Definitely.
So why are people just now figuring that out?
Two reasons: either one, they just don't give a shit, or they just don't know.
There could be another reason, that the fact they haven't owned a Nintendo console in such a long time, and when they finally see Nintendo Switch coming out with really good games.
But isn't it like for like games of like for pretty much all their franchise games that the same thing happens?
For what I understand, yes, it is.
So if I was to make a Zelda video of an older Zelda title, would I be demonetized because of that?
There's a slight chance, yes.
Slight chance.
I am surprised they have not gone after my Splatoon videos yet.
I'll let them know.
No, you don't. Those things do.
Yeah, YouTuber gets banned from site for streaming Super Mario Odyssey.
Banned from site? You mean from Twitch or from YouTube?
I'm gonna read over this and double check to see what site.
Because he streamed that.
Yeah, YouTuber.
It's funny because it's free publicity for them. I don't understand what's going on in their minds.
They're stuck. They still think they're dominant. That's why.
They still think they're dominant?
Yep.
About what?
Yeah. We own everything. We own the gameplays. Whatever videos you make that has our property in, we don't care what's fair use. We own it.
Yeah, and YouTube is not making that easy.
No, they're not.
It's making it easy for them, though.
Yeah, YouTube in general is kind of messing up with the iPhone too. So there's kind of two things going on with YouTube. With the iPhone, the same kind of a similar situation with demonetization, or I guess Apple getting the money or whatever. But
what's going on with the iPhones?
People are doing reviews of the iPhone X and they're getting demonetized because
that's just go fuck you in the ass, you know?
Yeah, actually, no, it's not Apple that's doing it. It's just YouTube that's demonetizing it. There's some sort of glitch, and a lot of people like Casey Neistat and a lot of like bigger YouTubers are losing a lot of money because of it.
Does YouTube pay retroactive stuff like that?
What do you mean?
Or I mean, what I'm saying is like all the money that you lost, would you get paid for that, or you just lose it?
I don't lose it. Get that money back.
I complained.
Really?
If it's a complaint, like if there's a dispute between two companies,
yeah,
all the revenue that's made sits in a new bank, and then when it's done, then whoever wins gets all that money. That's
but is this the case, or
so it doesn't work that way?
But
why is if those people are having issues with their account, then why don't they just put the video on private and wait till it's fixed?
But here's the thing, though.
It's a time thing, though.
Yeah, they take. Sometimes they don't answer at all. But don't you have to get like 1,000 views in the first week, even though you're a popular YouTuber? There's a chance they're not going to spawn at all.
Yeah, they weren't responding to people at all. Like they were saying that the computer was doing it, and there's like an algorithm. There's no way to humanly possible, like, because Casey Neistat tweeted at YouTube, and YouTube responded saying that, like, Casey said that can't you find a way to just get a human person to look at the videos for anybody that's over, like, you know, 1 million subscribers or something like that. And they were replied with some really generic questions saying there's not enough people to do that. But basically making a blanket statement for all YouTubers in general, not just what he's saying, which kind of makes sense because these people, like, that's their bread and butter. They're living off of YouTube now. So all of a sudden just getting your money cut off from you is, and not for anything illegal or anything wrong. That's kind of bad. You know, there's a deal going on there. So plus, yeah, they just kind of give a robotic answer to it.
Yeah, the idea of just waiting, you know, just on not unlisting your video and waiting to get fixed. It again, as I said, there's a lot of stuff that is timed. You know, like the iPhone 10 review would probably benefit more views if you publish that as the phone comes out, right? And if you wait weeks and weeks, a lot of people, you know, you'll lose a lot of views.
Yeah. Also, to answer Jared's question earlier about making it private, it kind of goes along with what Jared's saying, or what Antonio was saying.
Yes.
In the sense that you kind of lose that momentum by going to private, and you have to kind of build it back up. And after the video's already been out for 48 hours, that window is pretty much gone. So if you keep it open, keep promoting it, and then the chances of it getting monetized or remonetized again, then that momentum is still there, and you can kind of salvage some of the money that you lost in the initial go.
Yeah, but if you release the video and then it's not monetized, so you put it to private, then you re-put it back out,
it's not the
it
same.
announces a
all the
video
metadata
again. So therefore, all those people watched it before will jump on it again and be like, oh, geez, because people are stupid that way.
I don't know if I agree or not with that. I feel like once you watch it once, you're probably not going to watch it again. Just
Most likely, unless it's a video I really enjoyed, and yeah, I might favorite it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's like a really, really good video that you want to watch with somebody else or watch again for whatever reason, like something educational. I don't see that happening for most YouTubers. I could be wrong.
I can see people just doing, look, you know, taking it off and then re-putting it back out with a thing on the beginning of it saying, look, this is the same video that was released before, but due to unmonetization, we put it on private. Now we can make money off it, so it's just being re-released now. Thank you for watching it again. People who are subscribed to them and are followers of them will likely watch it again just because, oh, you didn't get paid for the first one. I'll watch it again just to get you paid on this one. I can see it happen.
I can go along with that. That makes sense. Yeah.
Do you guys?
That's what I'm getting at. If you have a solid following, they're going to do that. So like these people with 1 million subscribers, I think they could take that away and be able to move forward, in my opinion.
Do you think that, you know, I think that in my opinion, this just continues to happen and continues to happen. It's just creating the opportunity for new platforms. I mean, we have BitMe and some others, but when do you guys think that's gonna change, right? Because you can't sustain itself like that. You know, people can't continue to do that. Right? I mean, right now it's where the audience is, but do you see that changing in the near future?
I think so.
In the next 5 years or so.
How long, I don't know, but what I will say is I think we'll see a dramatic change when one of the other websites actually gets up to the level of popularity as YouTube, or gets up to the level of being able to...
But what needs to happen for that?
I think it needs to be as intuitive as YouTube is. It needs to be able to, like, share as easily as it can. It needs to be able to, like, have all these things that YouTube has.
Advertising.
Be able to pay people. Yeah, and it needs to have big. The other thing is big companies that are willing to back it and advertise on that platform.
That's the number one thing. I think VidMe could easily take over, because if it had proper backing with advertisements, I think it could easily be one of the top ones. But I mean, YouTube's got the hold on that because of Google, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at too, is that you have an interesting situation where you have this behemoth of a company that's everywhere. It's pretty much the internet. I mean, it has its own term. It has its own verb now. You Google something. Like, the website is a verb. So it is very much deep-seated into American culture and other countries as well. Whereas VidMe doesn't have that same following or that financial backing to be able to do that.
Well,
So I think it's going to take a long time for any website to get that way. That might not be the case because with technology it just like exponentially grows. But
don't you guys think that what I think needs to happen is the most the very popular YouTubers just get fed up and just stop posting their videos in YouTube and post them all in VidMe, for instance, and saying, guys, well, I'm not gonna post them here, or I'm gonna post them here 3 months from now, something ridiculous, right? Where it's like, so people actually go to the other side to watch it, because I don't see any other way, to be honest. Even if they monetize and they do all these things, I mean, until YouTubers decide to stop supporting YouTube will continue to do it, because they're not seeing any. I mean, YouTube is not really seeing any adverse anything wrong happening to them, no matter what they do. People are still continuing to upload videos there, and people are continuing to watch it, and advertisers are happier now because of the whole.
Well, I think you're right. It's going to take a big name to make those jumps. But in order for those big names to make those jumps, they're under Google contracts. They're not jumping. I mean, they're making good enough money with Google and YouTube. They're not about, it would take someone who's out of a contract, who doesn't have a contract, to move over. But the site that they move to has to be able to offer that same contract or offer that same amount of money. These people aren't just making money off their ads. They're making money off a lot more than that behind the scenes.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying it will take courage to do that, right? Because it will hurt. Mm-hmm. But that needs to happen in order for that to make any impact. If not, I really don't see how that would change. If YouTubers, get some balls and do it, I don't see. I mean, I don't see any other.
A big name won't make the jump if there's no advertising money over there.
I get it. So that's why I'm saying that's why I'm saying it's courage.
Yeah, and the other thing with this too is that a lot of the bigger YouTubers, the ones that kind of have become an entrepreneur, also have their own, real estate online. They have their own website, they have their own brand, their clothing line and stuff like that. You see a lot of that with YouTubers. So I more so think that like what they'll probably do is go towards like Facebook or Twitter or some other big social media platform to post their videos where they already can interact with people, rather than VidMe, I think, has the opportunity to do so. But I think unless they merge with another company that's bigger and well known, they're going to get beat out by YouTube.
VidMe joins Google.
Well, that would put us in the same situation we're already in. But no, I think
they're buy out their competition.
Well, yeah, I mean that's smart on their side, but in order to fix the situation that we're talking about, let's hope that's not the case. But yeah, this situation is so messy. I don't know. I feel like we could go on and on about it. I hope that it grows. Hold on a second. What is this? It's like somebody touching me. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Oh, what? I'm scared. What?
Did someone just joined in?
Yeah.
Someone leave.
So now you got to figure out which link you posted.
Yeah, no, I already moved that one. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. But I kicked them out promptly. That was scary. I'm scared. Hopefully we don't have to see that again. I'm gonna hide this private. Give me 1 second here. Make this thing private.
He's gonna make a rant video.
Do you know who that was?
No, I don't. But it could have been a big YouTuber who was willing to help us out, though. But whatever.
Yeah, sure.
It could have been PewDiePie for all we know.
I don't know how to make it private, so I'm just gonna have to keep
PewDiePie was
an
a
eye.
fat Asian, sure.
Yeah, well,
Fat Asian.
that threw me off. But let's circle back real quick. I know we have one more thing to talk about before we got to the whole BlizzCon situation, and it's something that I'm excited for. A lot of people aren't as excited for, and that's the fact that esports may very well be in the Olympics very soon. Obviously, we have a few years before the Olympics happen, but esports have been declared, or whatever you want to call it, as a sport. So they are going to be in it. I've got feelings, but I'm going to wait to share mine and let somebody else share theirs first. So,
in other words, what you're saying is that I was right on that debate that I had with Tyler.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yes.
But they didn't say which games are considered a sport. I mean, we're talking
all I
about
know-
Dance Revolution. Yes, that is a sport.
All I know is that I won. Thank you very much.
No, see, now it's just going to be, you're going to have all, see, I don't think this is going to work out. I really don't think this is going to go over, especially with Olympic committees. When you have all these people who train, who are in shape, who sacrifice everything. And I don't get me wrong, I understand esports people do the same thing, but real sports people will not look at esports people the same.
That's
And
fine.
it will not.
That's to be expected. That it just takes time. It will eventually come over.
Now, if they were talking about games like Dance Evolution, which takes months to master, then that's understandable.
Yeah.
Fighting games take years to master. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I can be such
Mash
a
the button. You're a pro.
yeah. I mean, I've been mashing buttons in Mortal Kombat 2 like forever, and it's easy.
Undefeated in Street Fighter 5 because all I do is mash the buttons.
Anywho,
There's even a video of a 2-year-old winning in Street Fighter 5.
I'm not going to justify
I'm pretty sure there's a video where a dog can play Street Fighter 5 where he's doing that Hadouken. I've seen it.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Anyway, though, esports in the Olympics, I'm excited. I think, people are going to look at them like they're stupid. I mean, they already look like other sports look at other sports as if they're crappy. So, of course, they're going to look down on esports, but that doesn't make it okay. Also, esports brings in tons of viewers. I guarantee you they're going to be live streaming this, and they might even do it on Twitch or maybe on YouTube if Google makes a deal with the Olympics. So there's a lot of eyes that could potentially be on the Olympics that usually aren't on the Olympics, and that's a lot of money for them. So I really think that this is a great move for the Olympics. I think it's a smart move financially because if they do wind up streaming it, which I'm going to predict they will, they're going to get a lot of eyes. They're going to get people who don't normally watch sports, maybe watch a few sports, and then people who don't normally watch esports checking out esports. And the esports scene, video games will get a big boost of new eyes.
Look, Chinese person.
Oh my goodness.
Same guy.
Oh my goodness.
What
Goodness
the
gracious.
hell?
Well, I don't know what's going on. I can't lock this. I got to make this room. That's scary.
That was pretty fucked up. I will admit that.
Oh my god.
Just let him in. See, just
Oh my
don't.
God.
I'm scared. I don't want to see what else happens.
No. Just when he comes in, just
Oh.
see what he
He's gonna
wants.
get us like demonetized. The people can't see him though.
Oh
Luckily,
my god.
Let him in.
Look, this is what's going to happen. When they're doing the walk-in and all the people are walking in with their flags and everything, all the people who are Olympic sports people will turn around and wedgie all the nerds for esports.
Oh my
and give them
God.
twirlies, and
what is this? The 80s?
and it's just like high school all over again.
Oh my
That's
god.
exactly what's going to happen.
No, what you're gonna have is a gamer running the torch, but he's gonna need a segue because he's too out of shape to do it.
Yeah, and that's it.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Those Koreans are pretty fit.
There are a lot of fit gamers now, to be honest. There's a lot of people. They have sports psychologists and stuff
In
like
all
that. So.
actuality, it actually translates, physical fitness to prowess in
Absolutely.
in esports. Yeah.
Yeah, people are figuring out that the more fit you are, like the better you eat and the better you work out and stuff, the more mentally alert and better your reflexes are, your cognitive thinking,
That is
your
true.
execution,
Yeah.
your posture, your back hurts less, your wrists less carpal tunnel risk of that happening at a young age. So I mean, the smart gamers work out and eat healthy.
Mm-hmm.
and I think they can stay in the scene a lot longer.
Best esports dudes are very fit and they do a lot of exercise.
Like some Ender's Game type stuff, man.
There you go.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it as well.
I think it's going to be good. A
But
lot of hate. A lot of hate.
But this is saying that they got to have a commentary that explains what's going on, whatever game they decide to play.
Well, here's another great point that I'm glad you brought up, is that, again, it's going to be able to create more jobs for the esports scene. It's going to legitimize esports even more. So me personally, this will help me increase my chances of making money within the scene. But it's going to be able to create a bunch of new opportunities for people who didn't have opportunities. Because if it does well on the Olympics, I guarantee you it'll be televised a lot more. And it'll be
but
in the
even
Olympics
if it's televised, the thing is if it's done, you have to realize the Olympics and everything is owned by NBC and owned by those channels, right? They're not going to want shoutcasters on there.
What makes you think
they're going to want their own legitimate sports newscast? The same way they do everything.
Here's my prediction on that one. Street Fighter V earlier this year did something called E-League, and they were on a TV channel. I can't remember it right now, but they basically had like a high production quality invitational for Street Fighter V, round robin for the first part, and they had a professional commentator on there who had other, they're called commentators in Street Fighter. I guess they're called casters and like everything else. But they had 4 casters on there. They had Sajam, Tasty Steve, Jeep, I can't pronounce his name, and then also one guy named Rip. But the main guy was his professional commentator. And so he kind of helped to like orchestrate and keep everything organized, and he had to learn the game along the way, and the other guys taught him stuff and commentated. But he was the main person, and then they also had like another interviewer type guy. So
what was the channel? Was it ESPN 8? El Ocho.
The Ocho. The Ocho.
Gracias.
Dodgeball? Nice.
ESPN El Ocho.
I don't remember what channel it was, like TBS or something like that. But yeah.
But what about us people who don't have cable anymore?
I think they're going to stream it on YouTube. Yep. I think they're going to partner with Google and watch it on. I could be way off, but this is my prediction, because if these people realize or notice, there's a lot of money in streaming. There's a lot of eyes in doing it on a computer. So I don't have cable, or technically I do for Walking Dead, but other than that, like I haven't had cable in 10 years. It's only because my girlfriend lives with me and she watches Walking Dead. So
you do have cable.
I do. I pay
so it hasn't been 10 years.
So you're a liar.
Yeah, so it hasn't been 10 years. It's been less than that.
I don't watch The Walking Dead, so I technically own it, but I don't watch cable. How about that?
You are The Walking Dead.
Oh, that makes more sense. But you still own it. You're still
I still own it.
So you're still part of the system.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it, but happy spouse, happy house.
Here's the thing, though. Is she paying for it?
No, I'm doing it.
No, she should be. If she wants it, she has to pay for it.
Oh, she pays other bills. Don't worry. She's
but you shouldn't have to pay that bill.
But I have internet, so I wanted the high speed.
You should pay for the internet, not the cable part.
I do it.
Why pay for something you're not going to use?
Look, I'm Tyler. I'm going to put this out there real quick. Nobody's going to take relationship advice from you. You live in your life.
Thank you, Jared.
Because I like to be single and independent.
Until you get a girlfriend,
independent woman,
or a boyfriend, or a cat, or even a dog, you have no right to tell anyone how to have the relationship. Just let you know.
I appreciate that. So that's it. I think that's a good segue into BlizzCon. That's a great segue, right? BlizzCon recently happened. A lot of announcements.
It's still going on.
It's still going on. Oh my goodness!
I think it ends today, I believe.
Ooh, so there might be more.
Anyways, it's just happened. It just started.
It just went down.
Yeah, it just went down.
We got a lot of announcements. One that I'm actually excited for that I had no clue about, that I just found out like 10 minutes ago from Antonio here. I think he can probably explain a little bit better because he's a lot better at the game and knows more about it. So tell us a little bit about StarCraft, sir.
Oh yeah, so now StarCraft. I'm not exactly sure, but it's gonna be later this month. It's gonna go free to play with the whole Wings of Liberty campaign single player added there as well, and you are gonna be able to enter the Battle.net server, so you can battle yourself in the ladder with StarCraft for free. That's pretty huge, actually, in my opinion. I mean, it's I mean, of course, the expansion packs you can't play, but for a very how do you say it, a AAA title like that to go free to play with a single player campaign as well. I mean, most of the free to play games that you hear about are multiplayer only, right?
Yeah.
For a Blizzard game, I don't know. I think that's pretty huge. It's the first time I've seen them do that.
Also, I just read this on the website, and this is huge to me. But they have new co-op content apparently. You get
it's been there for some time now, but they are adding more stuff, and there's a lot of. I mean, remember StarCraft? From the StarCraft modding community, that you can get a lot of maps and different ways to play. It's probably the biggest in the planet. That's actually where the turret defense genre.
Oh man, I
started.
used to play
It started in StarCraft with the modder community. They made that genre out of fucking 1995 modding tools. That's pretty huge. So if you go to all the stuff that the community is doing, you can get completely different ways to play the game where they even create genres. So I don't know if anyone has not buy that game for some reason and they're interested, they like strategy games, it's probably the best one out there. So you should get it.
That makes me happy. That makes the body happy.
Also I gotta say, from StarCraft 2 as well, first non-Korean to get in the quarterfinals for BlizzCon, and he was a Mexican. So there you go. Congrats to Special. That's his name. Or people know it as Major as well because he changed his name. So congrats to the dude. I mean, he lost now, but whatever.
Hey, still
he made it to the quarterfinals again. That's pretty good.
Impressive.
Terran player. I hate Terrans because I play Zerg, but whatever.
Zerg? I play Protoss, bro. Protoss for life.
Protoss are easy.
My life for ire, bro. I'm gonna download this game again. I already bought it, but
you have both expansion packs?
Game.
No, I don't have both expansion pack. I don't have either expansion pack. I've been really wanting to get it. I haven't played StarCraft in a long time, so
you should get that.
I bet it's a clicking game.
I didn't know it was co-op. I'm gonna buy it, or I'm gonna play it just for the co-op. I need to. Antonio, you gonna play with me? Antonio?
Sure thing.
All right, mi amigo. So
you should stream it.
I will if I.
I'll be glad to commentate what's going on or what I think is going on.
I'm putting it here to start download that game as well. Because I don't know if I explained this here before, but I have issues with StarCraft in sense of.
You did mention that you were a huge addict. Towards the game. You lost your job, the family, and you.
It wasn't.
You had to go to rehab
like that, but
it
was. What? Dang, that was extreme. I didn't know you were about that life.
No,
however, there was a new study that came out. It's not official yet, but it might be some proof that video games are not considered as an addiction.
No, it has nothing.
No.
I don't want to get into the ramble right now because I really could, but I agree with you.
Okay.
Yes, I 100% agree. So, what other updates that are worth mentioning came from BlizzCon that you know?
Well, also it was really cool to see the Overwatch World Cup, where of course South Korea kicked the shit out of everyone again. But it was really cool matches. Both the Canadians and the Americans did very well against them. But but they were Fucking the anus at the end of the day, still. And also, we have a new character for Overwatch, Moria.
Moria. What do you know
Yeah,
about
Moria?
It's a support character.
Well, this is new to me. Let me look that up. How you spell Moria?
Also, we had the release of the Reinhardt cinematic, which was really awesome.
Was it?
Really cool. I don't know if have you seen that, Tyler?
I haven't seen any cinematic of any Overwatch.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm watching other things.
It's. I mean.
Well, can you try one and let me? I mean, they're pretty cool, to be honest.
I know they're pretty cool and all, but I just haven't had the time to watch them yet.
Okay.
Hey, look! Did you know they announced Street Fighter 6?
Is that the new logo?
That's a Beyblade.
That's a Beyblade.
Let's ship blade.
Anyway,
Yeah, let's ship
check out
blade.
BlizzCon. I think that's a wrap.
Yeah.
New characters.
So, StarCraft, download it. Also, YouTube, stop being a bitch, please. Don't demonetize us, please. Also, thank you guys for joining. We'll go down the line here. Let you know where you can find these guys. Start with Antonio, then Tyler, and then, of course, Jared. Go ahead. Go ahead, Antonio. Let people know where they can find you.
They can find me on YouTube, Gokado Retro Reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. And, I mean, I have a Twitter, but I don't do much with it. And I have a Facebook that I don't do much with it either. But, you know, if you find me on YouTube, you can find me there because they have the links there as well.
Excellent. All right, Tyler, what about you?
Well, you can find me on YouTube, the Video Game Hunter 32 or Hot Anime 32. Both are good. I also have a Twitch, VGH30. No, that's my Twitter. Twitter is VGH32, and my Twitch is the Video Game Hunter. That'll be it.
Why don't you have a Facebook with Hot Anime?
Oh, a Facebook for Hot Anime? Well, there's a Facebook, the Video Game Hunter, but I never get that many views no matter how much I post on there. It's basically Facebook wants you to pay to get noticed.
Well, that's because you don't name it Hot Anime 32.
They're going to spec a anime and stuff. Oh no, but maybe I should make a view show called the Hot Animes.
There you go. Hot anime games. The Hot Anime Gamer. Come on.
Okay, how about the first episode would be Barbara Black.
There you go. Oh, hey now, demonetization.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I was just making a Patreon saying, hey, you can, this video would be censored on YouTube, but become my Patreon. You can get this video uncensored.
Ooh, there you go. What in the heck is going on with Jared? Well, anywho, this guy needs to go to bed apparently because he's tired. So let the people know what's going on with you if you have anything to add on, sir.
Well, if I'm not around, I'm licking myself because I'm a cat.
Wow.
Wise words.
I don't puke. The dog. The dog. ConsoleExplosion.com. Twitter, Console Explosion. Twitch. Follow these guys down here who go on Twitch. If you're watching us on VidMe, make sure you give us a like if you like the cat. Perfect. If not, yeah.
I think that about wraps it up. Thank you guys for joining the show. As always, Jared needs to go to bed, and I am going to work on a few projects. So thank you guys so much for joining. Hit that subscribe button if you want to watch more content like this. We got tons of stuff. These guys contribute. We got other people. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.